Developing news out of the State House now, where embattled Senator Nick Kettle has resigned. Our cameras capturing the removal of his name from his office door shortly after his resignation letter was delivered this afternoon.
As we first told you at noon, Kettle's resignation comes less than a week after his arrest and 3 days after he pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of extortion. And tonight we're learning more about what the resignation letter says. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from the State House with the developing details. Steph?
Mike and Shannon, Senator Kettle resigned today as his colleagues were preparing to expel him. He continues to deny the charges against him. Senator Nicholas Kettle's office being cleared out after he submitted his resignation as a state senator.
He wants to concentrate on exonerating his name, and this was just something that was getting in the way.
Attorney Priscilla DeMayo hand-delivered his resignation letter to the Senate, where Kettle says he's resigning to concentrate on what he calls the unfounded allegations against him, adding, "I am extremely disappointed in Senate leadership on both sides of the aisle because Mr. Algier and Mr. Ruggiero do not appear to understand the importance of due process as a cornerstone of our legal system."
You didn't do this today because of what they did yesterday.
We submitted the Senate resolution calling for the expulsion of Senator Kettle.
Senate leadership filed legislation Wednesday to expel Kettle, an unprecedented move that is allowed under the Constitution but has never been done before. The move made because of Kettle's video voyeurism charge and separate extortion charges in which he's accused of extorting a teenage Senate page for sex back in 2011. Senate President Dominic Ruggiero said he had hoped Kettle would resign instead. That has now happened. Minutes after the letter was received, a State House employee scraped Kettle's name off his office door. His attorneys turned in his badge and Senate license plates, rolling his belongings out of the building. And there will not be a special election for Kettle's seat because of the timing of his resignation, so his now former constituents will have to wait until November to elect a new senator. Coming up new at 6, new reaction from the Senate president to today's developments. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tim. We have new details now. The Senate president has weighed in on the resignation of embattled state senator Nicholas Kettle. Well, it's breaking at noon, and within hours, we saw workers cleaning out Kettle's office at the State House. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado joins us now live from the State House tonight with the latest. Steph?
Both the top Democrat and top Republican in the Senate said that Kettle's decision to resign was in the best interest of the Senate and the state. Senator Nicholas Kettle's name scraped off the door of his now former office he shared with Republican colleagues at the State House. The 27-year-old resigning his seat amid criminal allegations of video voyeurism and extortion.
He wants to concentrate on exonerating his name, and this was just something that was getting in the way.
The resignation comes one day after Senate President Dominic Ruggiero and the rest of the leadership filed legislation to expel Kettle from the Senate under a provision in the Rhode Island Constitution that has never been used before.
We make no comment about what the Senate did. He didn't do this today because of what they did yesterday.
Ruggiero said in a statement this afternoon, quote, "The extremely serious allegations against Mr. Kettle, including sexual exploitation of a minor in the Senate Page program, are unlike any I have witnessed during my time in the Senate. I am grateful that Mr. Kettle has chosen a path that avoids requiring his colleagues to consider expulsion." And Kettle continues to deny the charges against him. His now former constituents in Senate District 21 will elect a new senator in November. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.